Welcome back. Today, we explore some of the rarest and most valuable coins in the world. First up, the James Buchanan $1 gold-plated coin is an issue that holds significant historical importance. James Buchanan served as the 15th President of the United States from 1857 to 1861, a time of political unrest leading up to the Civil War. This period in American history was marked by debates over slavery, states' rights, and the strength of the Union. James Buchanan's presidency is often considered one of the most controversial, as his inability to address the growing tensions between the North and South contributed to the onset of the Civil War. He is remembered for his stance on neutrality, which many historians argue failed to address the deepening national crisis. The coin commemorates his term and serves as a reminder of this pivotal time in American history. The James Buchanan gold-plated $1 coin was issued as part of a series celebrating U.S. presidents. Although not a true gold coin, it is gold-plated, giving it a unique look compared to the more commonly seen silver or copper coins. The front of the coin features a portrait of President Buchanan, designed in a manner typical of the presidential series. His stern and dignified expression is captured in exquisite detail, reflecting his role as the leader during a very turbulent time. The reverse side of the coin usually features the traditional emblem of the United States, with an eagle, arrows, and an olive branch. The intricate detail on this side adds to its allure, especially the gold-plated finish, which enhances the visual appeal. While gold-plated, this coin does not contain pure gold, but its visual resemblance to gold coins of the past makes it a sought-after piece among collectors. The James Buchanan $1 coin was minted in relatively limited quantities, which adds to its value. Due to the limited mintage and the historical association with President Buchanan, this coin has a growing collector base. However, the value of the coin can fluctuate depending on the condition. A coin in lamination damage condition might not fetch as much as one in mint or near-mint condition, but it still holds a significant place in the market due to its rarity and historical relevance. At auction, the James Buchanan gold-plated $1 coin in lamination damage condition can still sell for a surprising amount, often ranging from $500 depending on the severity of the damage and the buyer's interest. While this might not be as high as more pristine examples, the coin remains valuable due to its limited mintage and the historical significance of its design. Lamination damage refers to a type of error where the metal layers of the coin begin to peel away. This is a result of defects during the minting process, and while it may reduce the aesthetic appeal of the coin, it can also make the coin more interesting to certain collectors. Many collectors seek out error coins as they are rare and often carry a higher value in the market due to their uniqueness. In the case of the James Buchanan $1 gold-plated coin, the lamination damage makes it an anomaly that might pique the interest of collectors looking for distinctive pieces. Some collectors view these damaged coins as more valuable because they are considered one of a kind, and their flaws tell a unique story of how the coin came into existence. First up, the 1940 Lincoln wheat cent, produced in large numbers by the U.S. Mint, might seem like an unremarkable coin at first. However, in certain conditions, such as the one we're looking at today, a red Lincoln penny in bad condition without any mint mark, its value skyrockets. The Lincoln wheat cent was first introduced in 1909, celebrating Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. The design, by sculptor Victor David Brenner, features Lincoln's portrait on the obverse and two stalks of wheat on the reverse. The coin became iconic due to its association with Lincoln, and the wheat design remained until 1958, when it was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial design. In 1940, the Lincoln cent was struck during a time of significant historical and political change. World War II was just around the corner, and the United States was still recovering from the effects of the Great Depression. The economy was on the rise and coins were being produced at higher volumes than in previous years. The design of the 1940 Lincoln wheat cent follows the original motif with some unique characteristics. The obverse shows Abraham Lincoln in profile, facing right. The reverse, featuring two stalks of wheat, symbolizes America's agricultural strength. The lack of a mint mark means this particular coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which produced most of the coins during that year. The coin we are discussing today has a red appearance, which indicates that it was originally minted with a high copper content and has not oxidized into a darker brown or gray patina. However, the coin's condition is less than ideal. It is in all bad condition, which means it shows extensive wear, scratches, dents, and a heavily worn design. The mintage of the 1940 Lincoln wheat cent is significant, with over 1 billion coins produced that year. This high number of coins means that most of the 1940 pennies are relatively common. However, what makes the bad condition coin so valuable is its rarity in such a state, especially in a specific historical context like the Great Depression and the onset of World War. Despite its bad condition, the 1940 Lincoln wheat cent still carries significant value in today's auction market. While a typical coin in poor condition might sell for $8,000 a red, all bad condition coin can command a higher price due to the collector interest in flawed or historically significant pieces. Current auction prices vary depending on the specific market, but in recent years, bad condition 1940 wheat cents have been sold for anywhere between $10,000, with rare cases pushing higher based on demand. The higher value comes from the fact that, despite the condition, the coin still holds historical importance and can be an attractive piece for those focused on collecting rare items with character. While the 1940 Lincoln wheat cent isn't known for any significant mint errors, its historical context and the sheer number of these coins that were produced make it a popular choice for many collectors. Some collectors seek out coins in unique conditions, such as the red or bad condition coin we are discussing, because they tell a story of survival, coins that have been through a lot and yet remain part of the American heritage. Next up, Andrew Johnson became the 17th President of the United States following the assassination of Abraham Lincoln in 1865. Johnson's presidency was marked by his leniency towards the South after the Civil War and his impeachment by the House of Representatives, although he was acquitted by the Senate. His term was a tumultuous one as the nation struggled to rebuild and address the challenges of Reconstruction. Johnson's presidency is often regarded as a failed attempt to unify the nation post-Civil War. His policies on Reconstruction, which sought to restore the Southern states to the Union with minimal changes to their pre-war systems, put him at the impeachment trial that followed remains one of the most significant events in U.S. political history, and it had a lasting impact on the future of presidential power. The gold-plated $1 coin featuring Andrew Johnson showcases the president in a similar fashion to other presidential coins. The obverse side of the coin depicts Johnson's portrait, and his rugged facial features reflect the tension of his. The reverse design mirrors the traditional eagle motif used on many U.S. coins, signifying strength and national unity. The gold-plated finish gives this coin a distinctive appearance, making it stand out among other commemorative coins. Its gleaming surface makes it particularly attractive to collectors. The use of gold plating, although not containing real gold, increases its visual appeal and adds to its value in the market. Like the Buchanan coin, the Andrew Johnson gold-plated $1 coin was minted in limited quantities, adding to its value. Coins in fine condition can be worth anywhere from $1,000 in today's auction market, depending on demand and rarity at the time of sale. The limited number of these coins in circulation makes them an attractive piece for those who collect U.S. presidential coins. The market value of the Andrew Johnson coin in fine condition is also influenced by its historical relevance. While not as highly regarded as some other presidential coins, its connection to Johnson's controversial presidency and the fact that it was minted in a relatively low quantity ensure that it holds a steady value. Coins in fine condition are generally more valuable than those in lower grades, as collectors prize coins that are in good condition. The Andrew Johnson $1 gold-plated coin does not carry many widely known errors, but its value can be influenced by small production defects or variations. While not as highly prized as other more error-prone coins, any variance in minting, such as slight misprints or uneven plating, can make this coin more interesting to certain collectors. Interest in the coin is also fueled by the historical significance of Johnson's presidency. Collectors of presidential memorabilia, particularly those interested in the Reconstruction era, might specifically seek out this coin to complete their collect. Due to Johnson's controversial political actions, the coin can symbolize a fascinating chapter in American history. Next up, the 1952 Abraham Lincoln wheat penny is part of the famous wheat penny series that was minted by the United States Mint from 1909 to 1958. The wheat penny, designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner, showcases an image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and two stalks of wheat on the reverse. These pennies were produced in large numbers during the post-war years, reflecting the booming U.S. economy and the demand for currency in the everyday economy. In 1952, the Mint continued producing pennies with the familiar wheat design, but the era was nearing the end of this iconic series. By 1959, the U.S. Mint would switch to the memorial design, marking the end of an era for the wheat penny. The 1952 coin was produced in large quantities at the Denver Mint, which is why it is often found in circulation or in lower-grade conditions. The total mintage for the 1952 Lincoln wheat penny with the D Mint mark produced at the Denver Mint is a substantial 175,144,000. While this large number might indicate that most of these coins are not particularly rare, the true value comes in the condition of the coin and any special errors or unique features that may be present. On the obverse, the coin features the famous portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, with the inscription Liberty to the right and the year 1952 at the bottom. The reverse side of the coin features two stalks of wheat surrounding the phrase A pluribus unum, and at the bottom United States of America. Along with the denomination 1 cent, the coin's mint, mark D, is located just below the date. The 1952 Lincoln penny, while generally not considered rare, can become highly valuable depending on its grade. The quality of the strike, the amount of wear, and the overall condition of the coin are essential to determining its market value. In the case of a 1952 Lincoln wheat penny with a D Mint mark in dirty condition, it's important to note that the value will be lower than that of a coin in excellent condition. A coin in dirty condition typically falls under lower grades, such as good or fair, which might only yield a value of $3,000 in today's market, depending on the level of dirt and damage. However, if the coin were cleaned or restored, its value could increase significantly. The 1952 D. Lincoln wheat penny's value can skyrocket if it has any unusual characteristics or errors. For example, if the coin has an unintentional die error, such as a double die or misaligned die, collectors may pay hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on the rarity and severity of the error. The 1952 Lincoln wheat penny has been known to feature various minting errors, which are highly sought after by coin collectors. Some of the most notable errors include double die obverse and double die reverse, where the coin appears to have a doubling effect on the letters or numbers due to issues with the Ds used in production. These errors can increase the value significantly, even in a coin with a generally lower grade like dirty condition. One of the most common errors for the 1952 D penny is the D over D mint mark, where the D mint mark is punched over another D, creating a noticeable doubling effect. These coins, especially if found in better condition, can fetch a value in the $800 range, or even higher at auction if the coin is in particularly rare or desirable condition. Despite the large mintage of the 1952 Lincoln wheat penny with the D mint mark, collector interest remains high. The appeal of this coin lies not only in its historical context as a relic of the mid-20th century, but also in the widespread interest in Lincoln's image on U.S. currency. Additionally, for error coin collectors, the 1952 D penny offers the opportunity to find rare variants that could yield a high price in the auction market. Even in a dirty condition, collectors with an eye for rare mistakes will still find value in this penny. A penny that may seem insignificant at first glance could very well be a hidden treasure if it has an error or feature that makes it unique. In summary, while the 1952 Lincoln wheat penny with the D mint mark in dirty condition might not be the most valuable on its own, it could hold significant worth depending on the specific features it holds, such as minting errors. The coin's historical context coupled with its collector value for errors or unique features, means that it remains a highly sought-after item in today's market. As we move on to the next coin, let's take a look at the 1951 Lincoln wheat penny, another coin with fascinating market potential. Next up, the Warren G. Harding $1 coin is an iconic piece of U.S. coinage that commemorates the life and presidency of the 29th President, Warren G. Harding served from 1921 until his sudden death in 1923, and while his presidency is often remembered for scandals like the Teapot Dome, it also represents a turbulent era in American history. This gold-plated $1 coin was minted in honor of Harding following his death as part of the U.S. government's efforts to commemorate his leadership and place in history. While this coin is not considered to be an official part of the standard U.S. coinage series, it is a popular commemorative issue that has captured the interest of many collectors. The design of the Harding $1 coin is both elegant and symbolic. On the obverse, Harding's portrait appears in a relief showcasing the classic tradition of placing U.S. presidents on coins. The reverse often features a symbolic image related to his presidency or notable achievements, though exact designs may vary slightly based on the minting year or edition. Harding's image on the coin is enhanced by a layer of gold plating, which gives it a distinct look often sought after by collectors. This gold finish, combined with the president's dignified portrayal, makes this coin highly attractive. The mintage of the Warren G. Harding $1 gold-plated coin is relatively limited, which contributes to its value in the market. While exact mintage numbers can fluctuate depending on the specific edition or year, the gold-plated versions were not minted in the same quantities as traditional US coinage. This rarity drives up collector demand, especially for coins in good or in today's auction market. The value of the Warren G. Harding gold-plated $1 coin varies depending on its condition and any special characteristics it may. In circulated condition, its value generally ranges from $10,000 with pristine or higher quality coins fetching upwards of $12,000. Some rarer editions or coins with unique errors can command even higher prices. Errors on this coin are particularly fascinating for collectors, and certain varieties of this coin can be more valuable due to minting defects, such as double strikes or off-center impressions. These errors can significantly boost the price of a coin in the market. The public's fascination with Harding's presidency also ensures continued interest in this coin, especially among historical collectors. Next up is the 1924 Lincoln wheat cent. This coin, while not particularly rare in terms of mintage, has gained significant collector interest due to its unique appearance. A black color and dirty condition, these features are often seen as a form of patina or environmental damage, which only adds to the intrigue and value of the coin. The 1920s in the United States were a time of economic prosperity and cultural change. The country had emerged from World War I and was experiencing the early stages of what would later be known as the Roaring Twenties, while the stock market was booming and cities were expanding. The 1924 Lincoln wheat cent was still being produced in relatively large quantities. This period in coinage history is marked by significant advancements in minting technology, but also by the creation of design variations and the emergence of coins with imperfections. This particular 1924 penny, with its dirty and blackened appearance, carries a unique backstory, as it likely spent many years in circulation before finding its way into a collector's hands. Like other wheat cents, the 1924 Lincoln penny features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the wheat design on the reverse. However, the blackened and dirty condition of this coin makes it stand out from others. The color change typically occurs due to environmental factors such as exposure to air, water, and pollutants, which can cause coins to discolor and degrade. The mintage of the 1924 Lincoln wheat cent was approximately 87 million, making it less rare compared to other years. Despite this high mintage, coins in poor condition with unique features like the blackened color or dirty appearance can be highly sought after by certain collectors. This particular coin's lack of a mint mark indicates that it was minted in Philadelphia, which was the primary mint for pennies during this period. The market value of a 1924 Lincoln wheat cent in black, dirty condition can vary greatly. While a coin in fine condition might only fetch $700, a coin in its current state might reach anywhere from $2,000 at auction, depending on the degree of wear, discoloration, and demand from collectors. Dirty coins often fetch higher prices because they are considered interesting and reflect the passage of time, giving them a certain uniqueness in the eyes of collectors. While there are no significant minting errors associated with this coin, its appearance, especially the black color and dirt, makes it highly collectible. Some collectors specifically seek out coins in odd conditions like this because they are unusual and have the 1924 Lincoln wheat cent's unique appearance provides a perfect opportunity for collectors interested in the aesthetic of weathered coins. Next up, William Henry Harrison, the 9th President of the United States, served the shortest presidency in U.S. history, dying just 31 days into his term in 1841. His death was attributed to an illness contracted during his inauguration speech, and this marked an unfortunate chapter in American history. Despite his brief time in office, Harrison's legacy has been memorialized through various coins and commemorative items, including the gold-plated $1 coin. This coin was issued long after Harrison's death as part of a broader movement to honor historical figures through commemorative coins. Harrison is remembered not only for his death in office, but also for his military career and role in the War of 1812, which further elevated his status among U.S. presidents. The coin's design typically features a portrait of William Henry Harrison, showcasing his military-style uniform. On the reverse, some versions feature symbols of Harrison's military achievements or the date of his inauguration. Like many commemorative coins, it is gold-plated to enhance its visual appeal, making it a striking addition to any collection. The gold-plated layer enhances the aesthetic value of the coin, and collectors highly value the contrast between the deep colors of the gold and the detailed portraiture of the president. The mintage of this coin was somewhat limited, as it was never part of the regular currency circulation, but rather struck for collectors and historical enthusiasts. Given Harrison's brief tenure and the eventual issuance of the coin many years later, the mintage is on the lower side, which adds to its rarity and demand. In today's auction market, the William Henry Harrison gold-plated $1 coin in fine condition typically commands between $250 and $600. Well-preserved versions, or those in near-mint condition, may exceed $700 or more, especially if they possess rare characteristics like limited edition, minting years, or packaging. Collectors often seek out this coin for its potential errors, such as improperly plated edges or misstrikes, which can add substantial value. Since this coin commemorates a president with such a short-lived and dramatic term, it remains a hot topic for historical and presidential collectors. The niche interest in this coin ensures it holds a steady place in the market. Next up, the 1951 Abraham Lincoln wheat penny is a continuation of the Lincoln series, which was introduced in 1909 to honor the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln. The coin features Lincoln's portrait on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner, and the reverse design of 2 stalks of wheat, which would remain on the coin until the end of the series in 1958. By 1951, the coin had become a staple of everyday currency, but it was also beginning to gain traction as a collectible coin due to its historical significance and the sheer number of collectors who were drawn to the legacy of President Lincoln. The total mintage of the 1951 Lincoln wheat penny with the D-Mint mark is 194,195,000 coins, which, like the 1952, was a considerable production number. While this high mintage figure might suggest that the coin is relatively common, it is still one of the sought-after coins due to its historical importance and its status as a representative of post-war America. Much like the 1952 version, the 1951 Lincoln wheat penny with the D-Mint mark features the image of President Abraham Lincoln on the reverse of the coin, which features 2 stalks of wheat, is bordered with the inscriptions United States of America and a pluribus unum, with the denomination 1 cent at the bottom. The coin's mint mark D is located below the date. The fine condition of the coin refers to the wear it has experienced over time, but still retains some of its original details. A fine coin will have noticeable wear on the high points, but the key details like Lincoln's portrait and the wheat stalks will still be visible, making it more desirable for collectors. In today's auction market, the value of the 1951 Lincoln wheat penny in fine condition varies depending on the demand and the coin's appeal. A coin in fine condition might be worth around $8,000, which reflects its mintage and condition. However, just like the 1952 version, if the coin features any notable errors, such as a doubled die or mint mark errors, the value could increase significantly. The 1951 D. Lincoln wheat penny has a history of errors, including doubled dies and misaligned dies. These errors can make the coin much more valuable, especially if the error is particularly noticeable and rare. For example, a 1951 D with a doubled die or burst can be worth $3,000 or more, depending on the quality of the coin and the rarity of the error. Collectors are particularly drawn to the 1951 D. Lincoln wheat penny because of its place in history and the ongoing appeal of the wheat penny series. Many collectors focus on gathering as many different variations of the Lincoln series as they can, and the 1951 D is a critical piece in that puzzle. The coin's popularity among collectors is enhanced by the potential for finding minting errors, making it a common target for error enthusiasts. Next up, Millard Fillmore, the 13th President of the United States, is not often remembered in the broader scope of American history. He served from 1850 to 1850, three-stepping into the presidency following the death of President Zachary Taylor. Fillmore's time in office was marked by political turmoil and division, primarily due to his involvement in the passage of the Compromise of 1850, which aimed to resolve disputes between free and slave states. Though Fillmore was a significant figure in the 19th century, his presidency is often overshadowed by the more prominent names of that era, such as Abraham Lincoln and Andrew Jackson. Despite his limited historical recognition, Millard Fillmore's likeness appears on several commemorative coins, including the gold-plated $1 coin. This particular coin is part of a special set of coins issued to celebrate the presidential legacy and history of the United States. These coins are often viewed as a tribute to Millard Fillmore's contribution to preserving the Union during a time of deep national division. The Millard Fillmore gold-plated $1 coin was first issued as part of the U.S. Mint's presidential series, which ran from 2007 to 2016. These coins were produced in limited numbers, which makes them more sought after by collectors, especially those who focus on presidential commemorative coins. However, the specific mintage figures for the gold-plated Fillmore $1 coin are somewhat difficult to pinpoint, as the U.S. Mint released various coin types and designs within the broader series. Collectors find these coins valuable not only because of the historical connection to the 13th president, but also because of their gold-plated design. While the coins are not made from pure gold, the gold plating gives them a distinctive, visually striking appearance that appeals to those interested in both the artistic and historical qualities of coins. The Millard Fillmore $1 coin features several notable design elements. On the obverse front of the coin, you'll find a portrait of President Millard Fillmore. This design is carefully crafted to reflect his facial features and expressions from the time of his presidency, providing a visual snapshot of the 19th century. The portrait captures Fillmore in a dignified pose, with his signature hairstyle and formal attire reflecting the typical aesthetic of presidential coins. Surrounding Fillmore's portrait are inscriptions of his name, Millard Fillmore, and the years of his presidency, 1850-1853. These inscriptions are placed prominently along the top and bottom of the coin to highlight his tenure as the nation's 13th president. The reverse back of the coin features a depiction of the U.S. Capitol building, a symbol of the nation's governance. The Capitol is an essential part of the coin's design because it signifies the office of the president and the broader political environment during Fillmore's administration. Also included on the reverse are the words United States of America e pluribus unum and the denomination $1. The gold plating on the coin adds a rich, lustrous finish, which elevates the overall look and feel of the coin, distinguishing it from other commemorative coins that are not plated in gold. In the market today, the value of a Millard Fillmore gold-plated $1 coin in fine condition can vary widely based on several factors, including its overall appeal to collectors, its condition, and the current demand for presidential coins. As of recent auctions, these coins have sold anywhere from $700, with some examples fetching higher prices depending on the rarity and condition. What makes these coins so valuable is the combination of their historical significance and limited mintage. Given that they were released as part of the presidential series, they carry with them a sense of prestige and exclusivity. The gold-plated finish also contributes to the value, as collectors are always looking for coins that have unique visual characteristics. In addition, there is a growing interest in U.S. presidential coins, with many collectors focusing on completing sets. Millard Fillmore's coin is an integral part of this collection, making it an attractive option for investors looking to add unique items to their portfolios. Coins in fine condition can command a premium price at auction, particularly when they are well preserved and come with a certification of authenticity. While the Millard Fillmore gold-plated $1 coin is generally known for its high quality and craftsmanship, there have been a few instances of errors that could make a particular coin more valuable to collectors. One notable error could be a misaligned design or an incorrect minting date. These errors are rare, but they can substantially increase a coin's market value due to their uniqueness and the demand among collectors who specialize in error coins. Another reason for collector interest in this coin is its connection to presidential history. As part of the presidential coin series, the Fillmore coin is often collected alongside others from the series, such as those featuring George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, and Thomas Jefferson. These coins are sought after not only for their intrinsic value, but also for the historical and commemorative aspect they represent. Overall, the Millard Fillmore $1 coin is a valuable addition to any collection, and with the right condition and rare variations, it could fetch a handsome price at auction. Next up, the 1956 Lincoln wheat cent, featuring the famous Abraham Lincoln design, holds a significant place in the history of U.S. coinage. These coins were produced during a transitional period in American history when the U.S. economy was moving past the post-war boom into the prosperous 1950s. The design, which featured Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and two stalks of wheat on the reverse, was in use from 1909 until 1958. The 1956 coin, minted in large quantities, continues to be a favorite among collectors due to its long history, simplicity, and the association with the nation's 16th president, Abraham Lincoln. The 1956 Lincoln wheat cent was minted in significant numbers, with over 1 billion coins produced across all mints Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Denver Mint produced the coins with the D Mint mark, making it distinct among the variants of the 1956 Lincoln cents. While many of these coins are common, there are certain conditions where they become rare, especially coins with unusual characteristics or those that show distinctive damage or wear. The obverse of the 1956 Lincoln wheat cent features a portrait of Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner. The reverse side showcases two stalks of wheat, which was the symbol chosen to represent the nation's agricultural strength. This iconic design has been cherished by collectors for over a century. The D Mint mark indicates that this coin was struck at the Denver Mint, and it's important to note that the large date variant is typically more prevalent. In this particular case, however, the coin's condition plays a massive role in determining. Now, while many 1956 Lincoln wheat cents are abundant and found in circulating or mint state, this coin is unique due to its black color dirty condition. This can be a result of improper storage, corrosion, or environmental exposure. The dirty condition might deter some collectors, but it can also provide a story behind the coin's journey through history. In fact, some collectors are drawn to coins with unusual patinas and wear patterns as they provide a glimpse into the coin's life. Despite its wear, this particular coin's value can be significant due to the high demand for well-preserved Lincoln cents. The black coloring or patina may contribute to a unique look, making it a potentially valuable specimen in the right market. The value of a 1956 Lincoln wheat cent with a D Mint mark in dirty condition largely depends on the degree of wear and the overall demand at any given time. In the current market, even coins with significant wear and patina may fetch between $7,000 depending on auction conditions and the number of interested bidders. While these figures are not astronomical, they highlight the potential value of this specific coin, especially when sold in specialty numismatic auctions. If the coin is in better condition, the value would rise significantly. However, the dirty, blackened appearance can reduce the price slightly, though it remains a sought-after coin by those who appreciate its rich history and imperfections. In addition to regular coins, the Lincoln Wheat Cent series is known for a number of interesting error coins. While the 1956 cent typically does not feature major errors, collectors often examine them closely for minor flaws, such as die cracks, double strikes, or over mint marks. Some specific error coins can increase the value dramatically, especially if the error is rare. Collectors with an eye for rare varieties or coins with historical value find the 1956 Lincoln Wheat Cent to be an interesting addition to their collection. For those specifically interested in blackened or dirty coins, this particular piece offers a sense of charm and unique appeal, as well as a reminder of the different ways coins are affected by time and the elements. Whether as a curiosity or a valuable find, it has definite appeal in the numismatic community. Next up, James Monroe, the 5th President of the United States, served from 1817 to 1825. He is best known for his role in defining U.S. foreign policy, particularly through the Monroe Doctrine, which warned European powers against further colonization or interference in the Americas. Monroe's presidency marked the beginning of the era of good feelings, a period of political unity and prosperity for the United States following the War of 1812. Monroe's administration oversaw significant territorial expansion, including the acquisition of Florida from Spain in 1819 and the extension of U.S. borders westward. Monroe is often celebrated for his contributions to American diplomacy, and his legacy is commemorated on various coins, including the James Monroe gold-plated $1 coin. The James Monroe gold-plated $1 coin was issued as part of the U.S. Mint's presidential series, similar to the Millard Fillmore coin. This coin was minted in relatively limited quantities, contributing to its scarcity and desirability among. Like many of the coins in the presidential series, the Monroe coin's mintage was carefully managed to ensure that only a select number were produced, increasing its potential value over time. Coins in dirty condition, like the one described here, tend to be less valuable than those in pristine or near-mint condition, but they can still hold significant value due to their historical connection and limited production. The dirt and wear on the coin can tell a story, adding character and intrigue for collectors who are interested in the unique condition of each piece. The design of the James Monroe gold-plated $1 coin closely mirrors that of the other coins in the presidential series. The obverse features a portrait of James Monroe, capturing his facial features in a manner that reflects the style of the. Monroe is depicted with his characteristic hairstyle and formal attire, reminiscent of the early 19th century. The reverse of the coin showcases the U.S. Capitol building, a design feature that is consistent across all coins in the presidential series. The coin's inscriptions include United States of America e pluribus unum and $1, with the added distinction of Monroe's years of service 1817-1825 on the obverse. As with other coins in the series, the gold-plated finish enhances the visual appeal of the Monroe coin. The rich, golden tone gives the coin a prestigious look, making it a sought-after item for collectors who are focused on acquiring presidential memorabilia. In the current auction market, a James Monroe gold-plated $1 coin in dirty condition might sell for anywhere between $77,000, depending on factors such as its overall appearance and level of wear. Despite its less than ideal condition, the coin still carries a certain level of collector interest, particularly due to Monroe's significance in American history. While Monroe's gold-plated $1 coin has fewer error varieties than some other coins, there may be instances of design flaws, such as misstrikes or off-center minting. These error coins are highly prized by collectors and can fetch much higher prices at auction. Monroe's coin remains a popular choice for those building a complete set of U.S. presidential coins, and its unique condition adds an element of interest to collectors who appreciate coins with a rich history of use. And next up, let's take a look at the 1917 Lincoln wheat cent. This penny is particularly interesting because, despite its worn and dirty condition, it holds a special place in the market due to its historical context and the fact that it's part of the same iconic series that began in 1909. Let's take a closer look at why this coin is so valuable even in less than ideal condition. The 1917 Lincoln wheat cent was minted at a time when the United States was embroiled in World War I. The war had a significant impact on the U.S. economy, leading to both scarcity and increased demand for coins. Like the 1911, the 1917 penny was minted in large quantities. Approximately 300 million coins were struck in that year, making it a fairly common date in the series. Despite the high mintage, most of these coins were used heavily in circulation, which has contributed to the number of coins in worn, dirty, and poor condition. However, some specimens have survived in remarkable condition, which is why the 1917 penny remains valuable, even in less than perfect form. Much like the 1911, the 1917 Lincoln penny features Victor Brenner's famous design. The obverse features a portrait of Abraham Lincoln, while the reverse showcases the iconic wheat stalks, which were meant to symbolize the nation's agricultural foundation. The 1917 coin does not feature a mint mark, meaning it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. However, due to the coin's age and exposure to the elements, it is common to find these pennies with significant wear, scratches, and even dirt. The so-called red color, which refers to the coin's original copper hue, is often difficult to see due to oxidation and dirt accumulation. Even in dirty and heavily circulated condition, the 1917 Lincoln wheat cent can still hold some value. The average price for a 1917 penny in poor condition ranges between $29,000. However, for a coin in better condition, even with dirt and oxidation, prices can reach $36,000 depending on its level of press. Interestingly, coins in the worst condition, those with heavy wear, corrosion, and dirt, often sell for a little more than expected, especially in bulk auctions, where collectors look to restore or repurpose such coins. Like many of the other Lincoln wheat pennies, the 1917 is not without its errors. There are known cases of double die strikes and weak strikes, which increase the value for collectors of error coins. These types of variations are highly sought after by collectors looking to complete their sets. Despite its condition, the 1917 penny continues to attract attention from collectors, particularly those who focus on obtaining a range of coins from the early 20th century. In conclusion, while the 1917 Lincoln wheat cent might not be the most pristine example of the series, it remains a valuable coin due to its place in American history, its connection to World War I, and the collector interest in acquiring examples from this iconic series. The 1917 penny, even in worn and dirty condition, can hold surprising value in today's market. Next up, John Adams was the second president of the United States, serving from 1797 to 1801. His presidency is often remembered for his strong role in the early formation of the nation, his leadership during the Quasi-War with France, and his part in securing American independence. Adams was a key figure in the American Revolution and a signatory of the Declaration of Independence, which made him a significant figure in American history. The United States minted a number of coins during the late 18th century, and while John Adams was president, coinage began to take shape with much more regularity. However, it wasn't until much later, in the 20th century, that coins were minted to directly commemorate him. The gold-plated $1 coins that you see today, featuring John Adams, are part of the presidential dollar coin series, which started in 2007. This series was designed to honor each president with a unique coin featuring their likeness. The coin that we are discussing today, featuring John Adams, was issued as part of the presidential $1 coin program. The obverse shows a portrait of President John Adams, while the reverse depicts the Statue of Liberty. The coin was minted in a gold-plated finish, giving it a bright, lustrous appearance that makes it stand out among other coins. The mintage of these gold-plated John Adams coins was relatively high in comparison to other commemorative coins, but that does not mean they are easy to come by in good condition today. As with any coin, the condition plays a huge role in determining its market value. The value for a John Adams $1 coin in good condition can vary, but prices can rise dramatically when the coin is in mint or proof condition. For the coin in good condition, the value in today's market typically ranges from $3,000, though auction prices can fluctuate based on the buyer's interest in historical coins and specific auction events. When the coin is in excellent or uncirculated condition, its value could go up significantly. This is especially true for coins that are part of complete sets. As mentioned, the coin features an image of John Adams on the obverse. The portrait is based on the most well-known likeness of the president, capturing the dignified yet strong features that Adams possessed. Surrounding the portrait is the text, John Adams along with second president and 1797-1801, identifying the president's term in office. The reverse of the coin features the Statue of Liberty, a symbol of freedom and democracy, with the inscriptions United States of America and De Pluribus Unum. The coin also carries the denomination $1 and the mint mark, which tells you where the coin was produced. As one of the many gold-plated $1 coins in the presidential series, John Adams coins are fairly common. However, their historical significance and their bright, gold-plated finish make them highly attractive to collectors. The coins are popular as a collectible due to the prestige of featuring a founding father and second president of the United States. Collectors particularly value well-preserved coins with good detailing, which leads to higher auction prices. As mentioned earlier, the value of the John Adams coin in good condition can range from $10,000, but higher-grade coins, or those in complete sets, could fetch significantly higher prices at auction. Additionally, errors in the minting process can cause values to skyrocket. If you ever come across a John Adams coin with an error, such as a misaligned die, off-center strike, or doubling, it could be worth much more, often hundreds of dollars or more depending on the rarity and demand. Like any collectible coin series, the presidential dollar coins are subject to the occasional error. Some of these errors may include misprints, off-center strikes, or coins that feature a distorted portrait. Such errors can create significant value for collectors who are interested in the quirks and anomalies of coinage. With these coins, there's a particular interest in low mintage issues, high-grade specimens, and rare errors. Coins featuring unique mistakes or those in pristine condition tend to sell for higher prices, making them more valuable on the auction site. Next up, the 1946 Lincoln wheat cent was minted in the aftermath of World War II, during a time when the American economy was shifting from wartime production to peacetime prosperity. The coin was struck at a pivotal time in history when many of the wartime restrictions were lifted and Americans were beginning to enjoy an economic boom. The obverse of the 1946 cent features a portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, while the reverse shows two wheat stalks. This design, first introduced in 1909, continued until 1958, symbolizing America's agricultural roots. In 1946, the U.S. Mint struck a significant number of Lincoln wheat cents, primarily without a mint mark, indicating they were minted in Philadelphia. The total mintage for this year was in the billions, making it a relatively common coin. However, its value in fine condition or higher can increase due to collector interest, as these coins have become a staple in collections and have been highly regarded for their historical significance. The obverse design of the 1946 Lincoln cent is a classic portrait of Lincoln by Victor David Brenner. The reverse features two stalks of wheat, a design that's synonymous with the Lincoln cent series. This design was replaced in 1959 with a new reverse featuring the Lincoln Memorial. Fine condition and collector interests. A Lincoln wheat cent from 1946 in fine condition means it has significant wear but retains clear details on the design, including Lincoln's features and the wheat stalks on the reverse. This is a coin that, although circulated, has not been heavily damaged or worn to the point of being unrecognizable. Fine condition is considered a decent grade, especially for a coin that has been in circulation for over 70 years. For collectors, this coin offers both historical significance and design appeal, as it marks the post-war era and provides a bridge between two significant periods in U.S. history. The market value for a 1946 Lincoln wheat cent in fine condition generally ranges between $20,000, depending on the demand and condition. While not incredibly rare, the coin still holds appeal due to its historical significance and popularity among collectors. Auction prices can sometimes push this higher, particularly if the coin is part of a larger collection or if it's being offered in a special auction focused on Lincoln cents. Though the 1946 cent doesn't feature major mint errors, collectors still look for slight variations or flaws that could make it unique. Minor die cracks, doubling, or misstrikes can sometimes be found, although they are not common. Such errors can increase the coin's value, but for most collectors, the interest lies in obtaining the coin in good condition or as part of a complete series. The 1946 Lincoln wheat cent holds a special place in the hearts of collectors due to its historical context and relatively affordable price point. It appeals to both beginners and advanced numismatists, making it a common entry point for those beginning to collect Lincoln cents. Additionally, because of its commonality, it is often sought after for completion of a set of wheat cents, which remains a popular collecting theme. Next up, Zachary Taylor, the 12th President of the United States, had a brief but notable presidency from March 4, 1849 to July 9, 1850. A career military officer, Taylor was a national hero due to his victories in the Mexican-American War, where he earned the nickname Old Rough and Ready for his bold and decisive actions in battle. Although his presidency was cut short by his sudden death in 1850, his legacy as a military leader and his brief time in office have made him an interesting figure in U.S. history. Like the John Adams coin, the gold-plated Zachary Taylor $1 coin is part of the presidential dollar coin series and was minted to honor his contributions. Taylor's presidency was defined by his moderate approach to the growing sectional divisions between the North and South, particularly around the issue of slavery. He was a hero of the Mexican-American War, and his success in the battlefield had made him one of the most popular figures in the United States at the time. He was also seen as a strong leader who could stand above partisan divides, though his presidency was cut short due to his untimely death. The gold-plated coin bearing his likeness was issued as part of the U.S. Mint's efforts to commemorate all U.S. presidents. Like other coins in the presidential dollar series, the Taylor coin was minted with the goal of educating the public about the nation's history while celebrating the legacy of each leader. The gold-plated Zachary Taylor coin was released in 2009 as part of the series and has a relatively high mintage. However, coins that are in dirty condition, such as the one discussed here, often experience a decrease in market value, particularly in auctions, where coin condition plays a critical role in determining the final price. A Zachary Taylor coin in dirty condition is typically valued at $8,000 in today's auction market, though again, this value can vary depending on the auction house, buyer demand, and the specific nature of the coin's wear and dirt accumulation. If cleaned or restored, the value could potentially rise, but uncleaned coins may also be of interest to collectors who prefer original patinas and signs of it. The obverse of the Zachary Taylor coin features a portrait of the president, capturing the likeness of Taylor in his military attire. Surrounding the portrait is the inscription Zachary Taylor 12th, President in 1849-1850, marking his term in office. On the reverse, the Statue of Liberty is shown, as with other coins in the series. This reverse design symbolizes freedom and the ideals for which the United States stands. Other inscriptions on the reverse include United States of America e pluribus unum. The value of the Zachary Taylor coin in dirty condition is often a reflection of its lack of appeal to certain collectors who may be seeking cleaner, well-maintained examples. However, despite its condition, there is still demand for the coin due to its historical significance and the relative popularity of the presidential dollar series. The dirt and tarnish on the coin don't necessarily reduce its historical value, but they can lower its price at auction. However, for collectors who are seeking coins with a more authentic look or those who are just beginning to build their collections, a Zachary Taylor coin in dirty condition may still be an affordable option to acquire. As with other coins, errors in the minting process can make a Zachary Taylor coin especially valuable. Misprints, incorrect mint marks, or other anomalies can make these coins highly sought after. For example, a coin that has a wrong mint mark or other striking errors might fetch thousands of dollars, even in a dirty or worn state. Next up, we have the 1911 Lincoln wheat cent, an iconic coin that stands as one of the most sought-after pieces in the world of American numismatics. As you can see, this coin features the image of Abraham Lincoln, which has been coinage since 1909. But what makes the 1911 penny stand out? Well, let's break it down. Let's start with a little history. The Lincoln wheat cent was first introduced in 1909, replacing the Indian head penny. This was a major change in U.S. coinage, with Abraham Lincoln becoming the first president to be featured on a U.S. coin. The design was created by Victor David Brenner, an artist who won a competition to design the new. In 1911, the U.S. Mint produced over 200 million Lincoln wheat pennies, making it one of the most heavily minted years in the series. However, because of the immense mintage, many of these coins circulated widely, and as a result, most 1911 pennies you find are in well-worn, circulated condition. But what about those that survived the years in relatively good shape? Well, let's explore the market value of a 1911 wheat penny. Today, on the obverse of the 1911 penny, we see a striking image of President Abraham Lincoln. Brenner's design is simple yet powerful, showcasing the president's face in profile with the inscription Liberty to the left and the year 1911 beneath it. At the top, we have the words "In God We Trust," a phrase that would go on to be part of many U.S. coins. The reverse of the coin features two wheat stalks encircling the words United States of America with a pluribus unums above and 1 cent. It's this classic wheat design that has made these coins so popular with collectors. But while many of the 1911 pennies were heavily circulated, the coins in better condition, especially those without the mint mark, like the 1911, are rare and highly valued. Now let's talk about the current market value. The 1911 Lincoln wheat cent in circulated used condition can still be found for relatively low prices. However, coins in higher grades, particularly those with no mint mark, have become highly sought after by collectors. A coin in fine or very fine condition can fetch between $65,000 at auction, but if you're lucky enough to find one in extremely fine or better condition, the value could easily soar to thousands of dollars. In fact, an MS-63 or MS-64 grade coin, mint state can command between $72,000 or even more, depending on the demand from collectors. The highest auction price ever recorded for a 1911 Lincoln wheat cent is over $15,000, and this was for a specimen in pristine, mint state. Interestingly, this coin also has a few variations and errors that add to its value. For instance, some 1911 pennies are known to have been struck with a slight double die error, meaning the images are slightly doubled. These types of error coins are always a hit among collectors and can significantly increase the value of the. Collector interest in the 1911 Lincoln wheat cent is strong, particularly among those who focus on acquiring coins in top-tier grades. This coin is part of the famous wheat cent series, which has a dedicated following of enthusiasts, and it holds a special place in American numismatic history. To sum up, while the 1911 Lincoln wheat cent might not be the rarest coin in the series, it remains one of the most valuable pennies, especially in high grades or with notable. Its historical significance, combined with its design and rarity in top condition, makes it a must-have for collectors. Next up, the John Quincy Adams $1 coin is part of the Presidential Dollar Coin Program, which began in 2007. This program was designed to honor each of the 42 presidents of the United States with a unique coin issued in the order in which they served. However, the gold-plated version of this coin is quite rare, as it was not produced by the U.S. Mint in mass quantities. It's often referred to as a commemorative coin, though it's technically not an official circulating coin. John Quincy Adams, the 6th President of the United States, 1825–1829, was a man of great intellect and diplomacy. Born into a political family, he was the son of John Adams, the 2nd President. His presidency is remembered for his diplomatic achievements and for his efforts to promote infrastructure development in the US, such as advocating for national roads and canals. The coin's mintage is significant because Adams's contributions to American history were integral during a critical time, yet he never became as widely celebrated as some of his presidential peers. The obverse of the John Quincy Adams gold-plated coin displays a portrait of Adams designed by artist John Wright. This coin follows the classic design featured in the presidential dollar coin program, showing a likeness of the president with the inscriptions John Quincy Adams and 6th President. It also includes the dates of his term 1825-18. The reverse features the Statue of Liberty, as do all the coins in the presidential dollar coin program. Surrounding the statue are the inscriptions United States of America e pluribus unum, and $1. The edge of the coin includes the inscription In God We Trust, which is a unique feature of U.S. coinage that has been used since 1864. In its gold-plated form, this coin shines with a vibrant, gold-like finish, which makes it stand out even more in the world of collectibles. The plating is a durable layer that makes the coin resemble pure gold, though it is still primarily made from. The gold-plated John Quincy Adams dollar coin was never minted for general circulation. Instead, it was produced by private mints in limited quantities. These coins are typically sold as part of collector sets or as individual pieces to commemorate this president's legacy. Since the gold plating is not a mint-issued feature, the production numbers vary, but it's estimated that only a few thousand coins were produced, adding to their scarcity. As the gold-plated version is a non-circulating commemorative piece, it is not widely available in the market, which increases its desirability and value among collectors. The John Quincy Adams gold-plated $1 coin in uncirculated condition can fetch anywhere between $19,000 depending on its exact quality, packaging, and the demand within the market at the time of sale. It's essential to note that this coin's value is heavily influenced by its rarity. Since very few were produced, the value can appreciate significantly over time, particularly when sold in sets or to collectors focused on presidential coins. When in pristine, uncirculated condition, this coin becomes a treasure for any collector, as its historical significance and limited mintage make it a unique piece. You can expect to pay a premium for coins that are untouched and in perfect. There are some rare instances where collectors have found minor errors in the John Quincy Adams gold-plated dollar coins. These errors may include things like misprints or off-center strikes. While these are not commonly seen, they are highly sought after by collectors who specialize in error coins. As for the collector interest, this coin has a significant following among enthusiasts of the presidential dollar coin program and those who focus on coins from the 19th century. Additionally, any coin featuring the likeness of a president is always in demand, and John Quincy Adams' status as a founding figure in U.S. politics only adds to its prestige. If you enjoyed this video, next up, the 1949 Lincoln wheat cent is a notable coin in the United States numismatic history, and when it's a large date error with no mint mark, its value and collector interest skyrocket. Released in 1949, the Lincoln wheat cent series itself was already decades into its run, but this particular year produced some interesting anomalies that continue to fascinate collectors. The Lincoln wheat cent was first minted in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The coin was designed by Victor David Brenner, and it was the first U.S. coin to feature a portrait of a president. While the wheat design was discontinued in 1958 in favor of the Lincoln Memorial design, the series remains one of the most collected coins in American history. By the late 1940s, the U.S. was recovering from the effects of World War II, and coinage production had ramped back up. The 1949 penny was struck during a time of transition, as the U.S. was moving away from wartime emergency measures and back to peacetime normalcy. The 1949 Lincoln cent had two varieties, the large date and the small date. However, what makes this coin particularly sought after is the error involving the large date without a mint mark. Typically, the mint mark representing where the coin was produced would be located on the obverse beneath the date, with coins being struck at the Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, or the San Francisco Mint. A Lincoln cent from Philadelphia in 1949 would typically not have a mint mark, but an error involving the large date, especially in circulated condition, draws extra interest due to its scarcity. The 1949 Lincoln penny features Abraham Lincoln's portrait on the obverse with the words "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and 1949 encircling the image. The reverse side has the iconic wheat ears, designed by engraver John Sinnock, flanking the inscription "E pluribus unum" and 1 cent. Collectors often find the large date variation intriguing because of the difference in font size compared to the small date variety. The large date can be identified by a broader and thicker number 9 in 1949 and a more expansive space between the numbers. The large date without a mint mark is considered an error variety that is highly prized by collectors. Its rarity, combined with the fact that it was produced during a transitional period in U.S. coinage, makes it highly collectible. Coins in circulated condition, while not as pristine as mint state coins, are still valued due to their rarity, and even those with minor wear can fetch thousands of dollars in the right market. The error adds another layer of complexity to the coin's value. For collectors, error coins are like finding hidden treasures. The more unusual the error, the more valuable the coin can become, especially when coupled with the historical context. The 1949 large date without mint mark error is one of the more obscure and rare varieties that coin collectors and investors are on the lookout for. In the current auction market, the value of this coin can vary depending on its condition, provenance, and demand in circulated condition. A 1949 large date error without a mint mark can be valued in the range of $500 to $2,500 depending on the level of wear and specific auction circumstances. Coins that exhibit less wear and retain more of their original detail can fetch higher prices, while those with more significant wear and circulation can still hold substantial value due to their rarity and demand. For many collectors, the Lincoln Wheat Cent series is a cornerstone of their collection, and the 1949 large date error without mint mark adds an element of intrigue. It is particularly sought after by error coin enthusiasts and those who specialize in Lincoln cent varieties. Coins from the 1940s are already popular, but error coins bring an added level of excitement to the collection. The 1949 large date error is a coin that stands out among other wheat cents, drawing interest from both seasoned collectors and newer enthusiasts looking for a unique piece. If you're lucky enough to own a 1949 large date Lincoln Wheat Cent without a mint mark in circulated condition, you're holding a piece of numismatic history with substantial value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this coin is one to keep an eye on as it continues to rise in value with increased collector interest. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and leave your comments below. And as always, keep hunting for those rare treasures.